Hey guys, this is Grace and welcome to my channel and welcome to a new video. So this video talks all about how I'm organizing some of the things in my stash. Now, one of my goals this year is to be able to do a video share of my scrapbook corner. I did have a scrapbook room and you can check the video of that. I think I posted it maybe 2-3 years ago. Anyways, I did have a room, but I had to give it up because we had another child, and so we needed all of the bedrooms for our kids. But it's okay. I already said that if one of my kids leave the house, I've already have another room pegged that will be my future scrapbook room. So I am okay being delegated back into a corner. But anyways, I wanted to show you my scrapbook corner one of these days. But in order for me to do that, I need to organize it a little bit better. And so I'm hoping that these videos that I'm going to show for organizing will kind of jumpstart my goal, and then I'll be able to share my scrapbook corner sometime this year. So one of the things that I wanted to organize is my sketches. This is how I used to organize them. I actually had them in file folders, and I did have a hanging file folder rack. I think that's what it's called. And I love this system for a few reasons. When I print out a sketch, I just stick them in here, and it's easy for me to organize them really quick. And I don't have to do anything extra or special to the papers that I'm printing off. And then they're basically organized the way I use them. Now, this has worked for me for a long time. I would say for at least 10 years. However, last year, for some reason, I was noticing that the system wasn't working anymore. Why? It's because when I have all of my sketches here, I have to go through them and pick up a bunch and then just leaf through it. And sometimes when I'm leafing through it, I actually drop the papers. And so I'm here having to pick up pieces of paper in order to put them back in the folder, and I was not liking that at all. And that also the idea of it being loose just seems like that I lose the papers. Like I would pull out a piece of sketch and then I would move it around my table or move it around my scrapbook corner, and then like a month later I would find it stacked somewhere else, and I'm like, why did I leave that here? Why was it not back in my sketches? I don't know. I felt like it was very disorganized. Okay, so that was my organization for my sketches. So this time around, I decided to put them in a binder. Now, putting them in a binder is not a new system. I've seen a lot of people do it before. Even like my good friend Heather, I know that she does a binder. I'm not sure if Janet had it, but I know that I'm not the first one that did that. Put their sketches in a binder, and that's totally fine with me. I'm not like saying that this is new. And you might think that I'm copying, maybe I am, but I just felt like this is the system that would probably work better for me this year, and I'll explain a little bit more about this binder. So what I did was basically I just took a binder, an old binder. This was actually for negatives, I think, or no, I had this for mini albums, so it's not very thick. I think this is only an inch thick binder. Now, if you need a thicker one, by all means do it. You don't have to follow exactly what I did, but I felt like most of my sketches are actually on Pinterest, so I don't have to print out a bunch of them, but I do have some printed ones that I wanted to keep. So I created this spine label, I should say, and then this front label on Word. And I actually have this for free download or free share on my blog. So if you want to check out the link below, I will have it on my blog, and it'll be easy for you to print it out if you wanted to do this without having to like do it yourself. But anyways, I just did sketches, layouts, and cards, because I do keep both of them. And one thing that I did while I was organizing this was I realized that I had some sketches that I didn't really care for, and I actually tossed them in the trash can already. I was very brutal in the way I purged my sketches. There were some sketches that I had from PageMap that was still from 2009 or 2007, and I was looking through it, and there's nothing wrong with keeping sketches that long as you know that that will still be a jump start for inspiration for you. But when I was looking at it, really, I didn't have any need for them. I even had some papers, PageMaps used to have like circle sketches or round sketches or something like that. I don't do round layouts, so that's not gonna work for me anymore. And what was it that, oh, they had tags. So PageMap had even had tags, and so that was something that I don't use anymore, so I actually chucked that. And then I had a few more sketches that I printed off at different locations, and I didn't find them inspiring anymore, so I chucked that as well. So needless to say, this is how much or this is the stuff that I did keep, and I'm going to show you how I kind of organized it. So again, this print out and the spine label, and also these little labels over here, you can get that over at my blog. Now this one was just done at Word, so if you want to change out the wording or the labels, it's totally fine. I don't have copyrights for that. You could totally do that. And this is also, again, if you want to do it. If you don't care, if you want to make your own, that's totally fine too. Okay, so I just divided that. My daughter had some colored kind of computer paper, and so I just asked if I could have some of them, and I just kind of used that as my dividers. And then I had this little pack of Bella Boulevard's labels and arrows, and so I used that. It was black and white, so I thought that it would be perfect for this, and I just grabbed it. So if you have some labels, die cut labels that you have lying around, you can also use that for organizing. I used to buy some Scrapbook Generation sketches that have the pictures on them as far as like the inspiration. I actually tossed a few of them, but I did keep one. I don't know why I kept this one, but any other future Scrapbook Generation kits that I would buy that have pictures, I'll definitely put that there. And I just used the 3-ring binder. I punched that out, and then I divided it into, so I have classes here. I have Scrapbook Generation, kind of an assorted one. I used to be in a private message group where they had challenges, and so they had this one time they had a challenge where they had sketches that were one single layout and one double layout, and I printed them both at the same time. So that's why I have this part here that has both of them. So I have classes, Scrapbook Generation. I do have Scrapbook Generation single, Scrapbook Generation double. I have assorted layout sketches, and these ones are the ones that I printed off, like say Creating Keepsakes or Better Homes and Garden. And then I have PageMap layout sketches, and then I did keep the PageMap's mini sketches just because the way it's outlined, I'm looking at it, and this, I know it's a smaller version, but I can always use that for my 12 by 12. And then last is my PageMap card sketches. I did keep some of them just because I still do cards. So basically that's how I kept it. Now the classes, just printouts of the classes that I was part of. This is what I was telling you about, that it's there's a single and a double, and as you can see, it's well loved because I have markings on them. Singles, and I did do my doubles. I organized them by numbers, so they go smallest to biggest. Numbers by, organize them by the numbers of photos. Man, this is like my third time doing this video, so I apologize if I'm talking too fast, because I feel like I've said this a million times, but really you're only hearing it once. And then for my layout sketches, I organized them the most recent on the top, and that's how I'm gonna do it from here on out. See, I have 2008 here, people, so I have been hoarding these sketches for a long time. But what I love about this setup, and I've actually been using this for a couple of months now, is that because they are in a binder system, that they are not loose leaf, that I can, I'm not going to be like going through them and then them ending up falling on the floor and making a big mess. I did decide not to put them in sheet protectors just because I feel like I don't need to do that extra work. So they're loose, but they're in a binder. And then what I love about this is, especially when I have my Scrapbook Generation sketches, I can put this in my table like this. like I have that standing up, and so I can see the layout. Now this is of course not gonna, you know, stand up on its own, but I kind of prop them and lean them over on my table, and so that works. So again, this is my new system for organizing my sketches for layouts and cards. I hope that you guys like this video. Again, if you want a printable for this is free. I'm adding it over on my blog, so you can check out the link in the description below if you're watching this on YouTube. If you like these videos, please give it a thumbs up. Again, my goal is that at least once a month I'll do something organization type, and then I will show you if it's working for me. I'm not going to show you the things that are not working because that's just kind of a waste of time for you and I, but I will share with you the types of organizations that I'm doing this year, and hopefully even before the end of the year I'll be able to show my scrapbook corner. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys another day. Bye.